Hello everyone, my name is Avinash and on the behalf of Erudite Kolkata, I am presenting these questions, right? I'm going to discuss all the quantitative aptitude questions which came in CAT 2022 in slot number 2. These questions will be very helpful for the students who are preparing for the next year to understand that what kind of questions are coming and in that way, they should have to, you know, they have to prepare for the next year. Now, without wasting the time, let's start with our discussion. So, guys, this is the first question came in CAT 2022 slot 2 paper. What they're saying that there are, they're asking that the number of the integers solutions of the equation x square minus 10 power x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 1. So guys, there are two things you have to observe. First thing, what they are not asking that what are the possible, what are the values of the solutions. They're asking that how many number of the solutions are possible. Second thing, how many integral solutions are there. And the third thing you have to understand that, this equation is in the form of a power b, right? And I'm looking for a power b equal to 1. This is, possible using three cases. Case number 1 is when a equal to 0 and b can be a is equal to 1 and b can be any real value, belongs to any real number. Case number 2 is possible when b is equal to 0 and a belongs to any of the real number, right? Case number 3 is possible when a is equal to minus 1 and b is an even integer. So guys, I'm going to discuss all these three cases one by one. So let's say I'm going to discuss the case number 1. When, if I compare a power b with this equation, then a is how much we have? X square minus 10. And b is how much we have? X square minus 3x minus 10. So if I consider the first case, guys, let me write it here. After comparing the a by b, I'm going to consider from here the case number 1. If I'm consider the case number 1, then I'm saying that a equal to 1. That means x square minus 10 equal to 1. From here, I'm getting that x square is equal to 11, x equal to plus minus under root 11. So these are the two values possible. If I put the x is equal to plus root 11 or minus root 11, the value of this expression is coming 1. But there is the point is here is that I am looking for the integral solution, and these are not integral values, right? So I'm not going to consider them. So I'm going to neglect them. No, I'm not going to consider these two values. Now consider the second case quickly. Case number 2. What is case number 2, guys? When b is equal to 0 and a belongs to real number. b is equal to 0 means x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. From here, guys, minus 3x I can write as a 5 minus 5x plus 2x. Here I will take the x common and here I will take the 2 common. From here, guys, I am getting x equal to minus 2 and 5. So if I'm putting x equal to minus 2 and x equal to 5, I will get the value of this expression as a 1. So these two values are, guys, integral values. So I'm going to consider these two values. Now, consider the third case. Third case is saying that, guys, a is equal to minus 1 and b should be an even integer. So that means a is equal to minus 1. That means what I'm going to say here, x square minus 10 equal to minus 1. So from here, I'm getting x square is equal to 9 and x equal to plus minus 3. Now check that, guys, for these two values, whether the b value is an even integer or not. So b is what we have. B is x square minus 3x minus 10. If I'm putting x equal to 3, it will be 9 minus 9 minus 10. So it will be how much? 0 minus 10 is minus 10, which is the even number. That is, if I'm putting x equal to 3, I will get the b as an even integer, right? And the base, that is a, is minus 1. So this will give you this expression value is a 1. Now, if I'm putting x equal to minus 3, then check that this for the x equal to 3 and next one I am checking for the x equal to minus 3. Next one, I'm checking for x equal to minus 3. If I'm checking x equal to minus 3, b value will be how much, guys? Minus 3 square is 9. Minus 3 into minus 3 is plus 9. Minus 10. So it's 18 minus 10 is 8. Again, it is an even integer, right? So that means this expression value will be again 1. So how many, how many integral solutions you are getting, guys? 1, 2, and here 2. That means 4. So my correct answer is how much? 4. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you very much. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss the next question. What they are saying here. The average of the non-decreasing sequence of the n numbers. This is very important, guys. You have to, mark this one. Non-decreasing sequence of the n numbers means these numbers are, in an increasing order, right? Increasing order or all are equal to each other. But, they are not decreasing means a1 is the smallest one or a1, a2, an all are equal to each other. If a1 is replaced by 6a1, then the new average becomes 400. Then the number of the possible values of a1 is. Now, guys, if the average of a1 to a1 is 3, an is 300, then can I write it a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to an equal to 300 multiplied with n terms, right? Similarly, if the new average has been 400 after replacing a1 with the 6a1, I can write as a 6a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to an equal to 400 into n because number of terms are not changing. So guys, assume that this is the first equation and this is the second equation. Subtract equation first from the equation 2. I will get 6a1 minus a1 it will be how much? 5a1 equal to, these terms are going to be cancelled out because they are same. Here 400n minus 300n will be how much? 100n. So a1 will be how much? 20n. So you got that a1 as a 20n. Now guys, from here what you can understand is that a1 is a multiple of 20, right? So guys, what are the possible values for a1 is how much? 20, 40, 60 up to 300. The max value of a1 is 300. Now the reason is what? Why not more than 300? Please try to understand. As I told you, either a1 is the smallest number out of these n terms or all are equal to each other. If a1 is the smallest number and the average of these n numbers is 300, then the maximum value of a1 is 300 itself. It cannot be more than 300. This is a concept that the minimum the maximum number of the smallest number in the sequence can be equal to the average only. So the maximum number of a1 is how much? 300. Now guys, if I consider that a1 as a 20, then what is the problem we have to face? If a1 is equal to 20, guys, then n will be equal to 1. That means there is only one term in the series and its value is 20, then how how it is possible that the average will be 300? It is not possible. So I'm not going to consider this value. Now, guys, if a1 is equal to 40, that means n equal to how much? 2. That means there are two terms. One of them is 40, others should be some values, but the average should be 300. That means the average of the two numbers is 300. That means their sum should be equal to 600. One of them is 40, then automatically we have another as a 560. So that means, guys, it is possible. Similarly, guys, if I assume that the a1 has a 60, then n equal to 3. That means there are three numbers. Out of them, one number is 60, other two I don't know. But the average of these three will be 300. That means their sum should be equal to 900. So guys, if one of the number is 60, then the sum of the other two should be 840, which is again possible. That is for other than a1 equal to 20, all the other possible values are there. So guys, from 40 to 300, there is a gap of 20. There are how many numbers, guys? There are 14 numbers. So there are how many possible values for a1? There are 14 possible values. So my correct answer is 14. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2 paper, and this question is from geometry topic. What they say, saying here, in a triangle ABC, altitude AD and D are drawn to the corresponding bases. Angle BAC is 45 degree, angle ABC is theta. Then we have to find out the ratio of the AD to the DE. So guys, based on this, statement, I have drawn a one figure. You can see that there's a one triangle ABC I have taken. AD is a one altitude, so this is 90 degree, and B is another altitude. This is 90 degree, right? And the angle between AB and AC is 45. That is angle BAC, and angle between the line AB and BC is theta. That is angle ABC is theta degree. We have to find out the ratio of the AD and BE. So guys, we know that the area of the triangle is what? The formula to find out the area of a triangle is what, guys? Half base into height. So guys, if I talk about the area of the triangle, ABC, if I consider AD as the altitude or height, then the area will be half base is BC into AD. Similarly, guys, if I consider B as a height, then the area of the triangle ABC will be also equal to half AC into B. If I equalize these two, this and this is gone. So guys, I will get it. AD upon BE is nothing but AC upon BC. So as we have to find out the ratio of the AD upon DE, then it is nothing but equal to AC into BC. Now guys, another way to find out the area of the triangle, if the length of the two sides are given and the angle between them is given, is what? I can find out the area of triangle ABC as half AB into AC, and the angle between them is sine 45. Similarly, area of the triangle ABC I can write as a half if I consider AB side and BC side, and the angle between them is a sine theta. So if I equalize these two again, guys, what I will get? Half AB into AC sine 45 equal to half AB into BC sine theta. Half and half is gone. AB and AB is gone. So I will get what, guys? AC upon BC is how much I am getting? Sine theta upon sine 45. And sine 45 value is 1 by root 2. So I will get root 2 sine theta. Right? So AC upon BC, how much I am getting, guys? Root 2 sine theta. And we know that from equation 1, AD upon B is nothing but AC upon BC. Right? So guys, I will get AD upon BE will be equal to root 2 sine theta. So my correct answer is which one? Option number C. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you very much. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2. This question is from polynomial. So what they're saying here is that R and C be the real numbers, where if R and minus are the roots of this given equation, then we have to find the value of the C. So the given equation I'm going to write is 5x cube plus 6x square minus 10x plus 9 equal to 0. So if R is the root of this equation, it should satisfy it. So replace x with the R, I will get the equation 5r cube plus 6r square minus 10r plus 9 equal to 0. This is the first equation I get. And if minus r is the root of this equation, then it will replace, it will satisfy this. So replace x with the minus r. So it will be how much? 5 minus r cube will be minus r cube. Minus r square will be r square. So I can write as a cr square. If I replace x with a minus r, it will be plus 10r. and plus 9 equal to 0. So this is the second equation we have. Now guys, I'm going to do two things. First thing is what guys I'm going to do. I'm going to, add these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Add these two equations. What I will get guys, these two are going to be cancelled. These two are going to be cancelled. I will get 2 CR square plus 18 equal to 0. From here, I will get the CR square is equal to minus 9. Right? Next, what I am going to do guys, I am going to, subtract the equation 2 out of the equation 1. So once I subtract it, 5r cube minus of minus 5r cube will be 10r cube. CR square minus CR square will be cancelled out. Minus 10r and minus 10r will be minus 20r. And 9 and 9 going to be cancelled out. So it will be 0. So if I take the r common, right, it will be 10r square minus 20 equal to 0. From here, I will get r is equal to 0 or 10r square minus 20 equal to 0. From here, r square value is coming how much? 2. So guys, there are two values of the r you are getting. One is r square, r equal to 0, and another is r equal to plus minus root 2. Guys, r is equal to 0 is not satisfying this equation because, it cannot be r equal to 0 because guys, try to understand. As r is the root of this equation, that means if I'm putting, r here, so I'm getting this equation. If r is equal to 0, then it should satisfy. But if I'm putting r equal to 0, it is not satisfying. That means this is not the correct one. So r square should be equal to 2. If r square should be equal to 2, just replace this r square with 2. You will get 2c is equal to minus 9. So c is equal to minus 9 by 2. So your correct answer is option number A. I hope so that it is clear. It's an easy question. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022, slot 2. So what they're saying here is that suppose for all integers x, there are two functions, function f and function g, such that fx plus fx minus 1 equal to 0. So first function is given, first is given that this expression is given minus 1 equal to 0. So in the next step, what I can do here is that I just bring this minus 1 on the other side and rewrite this equation like this. Fine. Second equation is given that fx is gx equal to x square. And the third equation is given that, or third function is given that fx square minus x equal to 5. We have to find out the value of f of g 5 plus g of f5. This value we have to find out. Now guys, to solve this question, please try to understand it. Let's say if I'm putting x equal to 0 in the third expression, then I will get that f0 square minus 0 equal to 5, or I can say that f0 square minus 0 is 0. So we get that f0 is equal to 5. Now, if I'm putting x equal to 1 in the first expression, I will get that f1 plus f1 minus 1 equal to 1. f1 as it is, this is f0 equal to 1. f0 value is already we have find out, that is 5. So f1 is equal to how much coming as minus 4. So till now we got the f0 value as a 5, f1 value as a minus 4. Next guys, if I'm putting x equal to 2 in this third function, given function, this is 2 square minus 2 equal to 5. So 2 square is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. So f2 value I'm getting is a 5. Now guys, put x equal to 3 in the first expression. I will get that f3 plus f3 minus 1 equal to 1. Function 3 is f2 equal to 1. f2 value already we have found that is 5. So from here, we get that f3 is equal to -4. So guys, we are getting some kind of pattern here is that for x is an even number, I'm getting the output as a 5. For f as an odd, x is an odd number, I will get function f value as a -4. Now we have to find the value of, I'm removing this part so that I can make some space for me. So guys, what we got here, what the conclusion I can say that if x value is an even number, then function fx will be 5. If x is an odd number, then fx will be -4. We have to find the value of f g5, and g function is given as gx is equal to x square. So g5 will be 5 square. Function f5. This is f25 plus. Guys, I know that we have already concluded that if the x value is an even number, then function f will give you -4. So f5, 5 is an odd number. If I'm, what I'm getting here is that if x is an even number, then I will get fx as 5. If x is an odd number, then I will get fx as a -4. So here x value is 5, which is an odd number. So the value of f5 will be -4. So basically I have to find out this thing. f25, here the x value is 25, which is again odd number. That means function f will be given you -4. Now g -4, in place of x, I'm going to replace with -4 and -4 square. So it is -4 and is 16. So the answer is 12. So the correct answer for this question is 12. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you very much. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022. Slot 2 paper. So what they're saying here is that the number of the integers greater than 2000 that can be found using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, using each digit at least once. That means there is a no repetition question. This is. So this is one of the question, from the permutation. This year, this question came from permutation. This is a very easy question. So guys, there are, what are the numbers we are looking for the numbers which are more than 2000, right? So there are, possible cases are 4-digit number. There are 6 digits are there, right? So next is 5-digit numbers. And next is 6-digit numbers. We have to check that, how many numbers are, 4-digit number which are greater than 2000. So as I'm looking for the number which are greater than 2000. So we cannot start with 0. We cannot start with 1. So here, if I'm starting with 2, right? Then guys, how many numbers are possible? For the next position, we can have any of the number. So 5 numbers are possible here. And, any of the 5 numbers. And here I'm fixing with 2, right? So there is only 1 possible. Here is 4 possible and here is 3 possible. So there are total how many? 60 numbers which are starting with 2 and greater than 2000, right? Similarly, guys, for the first portion, what are the numbers are possible? We can have a number start with 3, or a number start with 4, or the number start with 5. For each one, there are 60 numbers, right? So total 4-digit numbers are how many? 60 into 4. That is 240 numbers are there, which are 4-digit number and greater than 2000. Now, work on 5-digit number. So 5-digit number, we cannot start with 0, guys. I can start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any number, right? So there are 5 possible numbers here. Then in the second place, we can place 0 as well. So 5 numbers are here possible, 4, 3, 2. So total how many, guys? 25, 400, 600. So there are 600 numbers, 600 5-digit number which are more than 2000. Now, for the 6-digit number, first number, I cannot start with, 0. So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 possible number. Then for the next one, 0 can be. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So here also there are total how many numbers? 600 numbers, right? So overall, how many total numbers which are more than 2000 is 1440. So correct answer is option number B. I hope so that it is clear. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. If A and B are non-negative real numbers, right? So non-negative real numbers start from 0 to infinity. Such that A plus 2B equal to 6, then the average of the maximum and the minimum possible value of A plus B. So guys, if A plus 2B is equal to 6, right? Try to understand this constant is, the sum of A plus 2B is 6. I need to find out the A plus B maximum value and A plus B minimum value. Now guys, try to understand if I'm putting, let's say A equal to 0, because the minimum value of A is 0 because both are non-negative number, right? If A is 0, then B is coming how much? 3, right? Then if I'm putting B is equal to 0, A is equal to how much? 6. Now try to understand if I want to make A plus B as a maximum, right? So either, we are making both maximum A and B, then the sum will be maximum. But you know that, the sum of the A plus 2B is given a constant value. So both cannot be maximum. To make one maximum, A maximum, then B have to make minimum. Similarly, if I want to make A plus B minimum, to make one minimum, I have to make other maximum. Right now. So guys, you can see that when B is minimum, A maximum value is how much? 6. So the maximum value of A plus B will be how much? 6 plus 0, that is 6. Right. And if you see that, if I want to make this one as a minimum, right? When A is 0, B is how much coming? 3. So the minimum value is coming how much? 0 plus 3. That is 3. Then the average of the maximum value and the minimum value will be how much? 6 plus 3 by 2. That is 9 by 2, which is 4.5. So the correct answer is option number C. I hope so that it is clear. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in Quant 2022, slot 2 paper. What they're saying is the number of the distinct integers values of n satisfying this equation 4 minus log 2n by 3 minus log 4n is less than 0. So this expression is in the form of the p by q format, right? I am looking for that p by q is less than 0. It is possible in two cases. Case number 1, when p is greater than 0 and q is less than 0. This is the case number 1. And the case number 2 is possible that when p is less than 0 and q is greater than 0. These are the only two possible cases. So I'm going to consider both the cases one by one. Just check the first case. So p, if I compare it, p is nothing but 4 minus log 2n. It is greater than 0. If I'm taking it greater than 0, I'm getting that log 2n is less than 0. So from here, I can say that it is only possible when n is less than 16. Right? Why it is good? If I'm putting n as a 16, then what I will get is log 216, which is nothing but log 2. 16 I can write as 2 power 4. It will be 4 log 2. It is 4. So when I'm putting n is equal to 16, the value on the right hand side is 4. But it should be less than 4. So that means n value should be less than 16. Right. So I'm deleting this part to make the space for me. And q should be less than 0. If I compare here, q is nothing but 3 minus log 4n is less than 0. So from here, I can say that log 4n, this one, this is I can write as a log 4, I can write as a 2 square n. This will be nothing but half log 2n. So it will be 6 log 2n. Now here, if I'm putting n is equal to 64, then guys, I will get what? Log, right hand side will be log 2, n will be 64. 64 is nothing but 2 power 6. So its value is 6. So, but I am looking for the value which is less, which is greater than 6. So my value should be, n value should be greater than 64. So guys, if I'm satisfying both the condition, my value will be like, say, n value should be less than 16 and greater than 64. It is not possible that a value of the n is less than 16 and greater than 64. These two conditions cannot be come together, right? So that means the first case I not have to consider it. So delete this one. I'm going to solve for the next case. Second case is saying that p is less than 0. That means 4 minus log 2n is less than 0. From here, I'm getting that log 2n is greater than 4. If I'm putting n is equal to 16, right hand side will be coming as a 4. So, but I am looking for the value on the right hand side greater than 4. So that means my n value should be greater than 16. Now, q should be greater than 0. That means 3 minus log 4n greater than 0. From here, I am getting that log 4n should be less than 3. In the next step, I can write as a 4 as a 2 square, and this is as I can write as a half into log 2n. Bring this 2 on the other side. That means 6 should be greater than log 2n. If I am putting n is equal to 64, then the right hand side will be with 6, right? But I am looking for the value which is less than 6. That means n value should be less than 64. So guys, if I combine these two on the number line, my value should be greater than 16 and less than 64. So the values which we can take is here is that from 16 to 64, both are excluding. So that means n value should be from 17 to 63. And there are 47 integers from 17 to 63, both included. So correct answer is 47. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So what we are going to solve this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2 paper. They're saying that for some natural number n, assume that this 15,000 factorial is divisible by 9 factorial by factorial, the largest possible value of n. So guys, 15,000 factorial means what? It is 15,000 into 14,999 multiplied by till 1. It is divisible by n factorial by factorial, right? And we have to find out the maximum value of the n. So as they are asking about the maximum value, the best way to solve this question is use the options itself. So as they are asking about the largest value, so I start with the largest value, that is n is equal to 7. So if we're putting n is equal to 7, so it will be 15,000 into 14,900 till multiply with 1. This is 7 factorial factorial. 7 factorial is how much, guys? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Right? This is 6, 20, 120, 720, 720 into 4. That is 5040. Right? So if I put it here, 15,000, 14,999 dot 1. This is how much? 5040 factorial is nothing but If I replace 7 factorial is 5040, outside is factorial. 5040 factorial is nothing but 5040, 5039, 5038 till 1. Right? You can see that, guys. This is the numerator is the multiple from 1 to 15,000. Denominator is the multiple from 1 to 5,400. Definitely from 1 to 15,000. In between, we have a 1 to 5,000. So it is going to be cancelled, right? So that means this value is going to divide the numerator. So the maximum value possible for n is 7 itself. So my correct answer is 7. I hope so that it is clear. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2 paper. What they're saying that there are regular polygons A and B have number of sides in the ratio of 1:2 and the internal angles in the ratio of 3:4. So there are two polygons, polygon A and polygon B. We have right number of sides of polygon A. If I assume add as a n, then the number of sides of polygon B will be 2n. Now guys, internal angle of polygon A, the formula is 180 minus 1 upon 2n. N is the number of sides. So here the number of sides is n. So I'm putting it here. Better is that, guys, it will be, it might confuse yourself. So I'm taking it as a x and this is a 2x. So this is the internal angle formula, general formula. So it will be n is representing the number of the sides. So here it is x. So I'm putting it here x. Similarly, guys, here the internal angle will be how much? 180 into 1 minus 2 upon n is nothing but the number of sides. Here the number of sides is 2x. And the ratio of the internal angle of A and B is given 3:4. So I can say that 180 into 1 minus 2 by x upon 180 upon 1 minus 2 upon 2x equal to 3/4. 180 and 180 cancel. This will be x minus 2 upon x. This 2 and 2 cancel. And this is x minus 1 upon x equal to 3:4. So once you solve it, it's 4x minus 8 equal to 3x minus 3. This will be x equal to 5. So that means number of sides of polygon A is 5 and the number of sides of polygon B is 10. They're asking that the number of sides of polygon B, the answer is 10. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022, slot 2. So what they're saying, on one day there are 100 particles on a laboratory experiment. So let's say day 1, there are how many particles, guys? 100 particles are there. On the day n, where n is greater or equal to 2. That means n starts on the second day, third day, and fourth day, and so on. 1 out of every n particle produces another particle. So guys, when the n is equal to 2, that is the day 2, 1 out of every 2 particles produces another particles. Try to understand. When on the day 2, every second particle is producing the another particle. So out of 100, initially there were 100 particles. If every 2 particles are going to, 100 particles I'm writing here, 1, 2, 3, up to 100, right? Every second particle is producing the one particle. That means every even number is going to produce a one particle. That means there are 50 particles which are producing the next each one extra particle. So there are extra 50 particles are going to be produced on the day second. So on the day second, the population of the particle will be how much? 150. Now on the day 3, when the n is 3, here the n is 1, here the n is 2, and here is n is 3. Now read it again, guys. In this n, replace with 3. Now, out of every third particle is producing the another particle. So on the day 2, there are 150 particles. Every third particle means 50 particles are producing extra 1 particles. So that means initially there were 150 particles and each 50 particles are producing the 1 extra. So 50 more are going to be produced. So on the day 3, the population will be how much? 200. Similarly, on the day 4, replace the n with the 4. So, and the day 3, the total population was 200, is every fourth particle. That means 200 by 4 means 50 particles are producing one extra particle. That means again, total particles are going to be produced as a 50. So on the day 4, that is 250 particles. So you can see that, guys, from the day 2, every day 50 particles are increasing. And on the mth day, the total particles are 1000. That is, with respect to the first day, how many particles has been increased? 900 particles. And each day, 50 particles are increasing. So from 50 to 900, how many days it will require, guys? From 50 particles to 900 particles, how many days are required? 900 by 50, that means 14 days are required. Right. So 14 days from D2 to DM, 14 days, and the D first. So there are total 15 days. So M is equal to how much, guys? 15 days are required, right? One second. But I'm writing here, I'm doing mistake. So it will be how much, guys? 5 ones of 5, 18 days, right? 18 days are here. And first day, if I include, then there are 19 days are required. So my correct answer is option number B. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2 paper. This is a question from geometry. What they're saying, the length of the east side of an equilateral triangle. So this is an equilateral triangle ABC. I have already drawn it. And each side is 3 centimeters. So I'm putting it 3 on all the 3 sides. AB, BC, and AC. D is the point on the BC. So I have made a one point D here. You can see that. BC such that the area of the triangle ADC, this triangle area, is half of triangle ABD, this triangle area. So first area is half of the second area, I think. This is given. So area of the triangle ADC is half of the triangle area of the triangle ABC. Right? So this is given. So let's say, guys, I am dropping a one perpendicular from point A to the D and giving it name as a E point, right? So this is an equilateral triangle. So the height of equilateral triangle formula is how much? Root 3 by 2 into side. And side is given how much? 3. So 3 root 3 by 2. This is the AE length. We can figure it out. Now, for the triangle ADC, what is the area, guys? Half base is how much? DC into height. Height is nothing but for triangle ADC. The height is AE equal to half. What is the area of the triangle? It's not ABC, it's ABD. Right? It is half. For triangle ADB, the height is AE and the base is BD. So AE and AE cancel, this and this cancel. And one second, let me write it again. Area of the triangle, it's not equal. Yeah, it's half is given, right? So area of the triangle ADC is half, base is how much? DC, and height is AE equal to half. Area of the triangle ABD is half, base is BD, and height is AE. This and this gone, this and this gone. So DC upon BD is given coming how much? 1:2. And we know that BC is entire BC is 3. We know that BC I can write as a BD plus DC. And from here I can figure it out. BD is equal to twice of DC. So BC value is already 3. In place of the BD, I can replace with the twice of DC. So thrice of DC is coming 3. So DC is coming 1. If DC is 1, then BD is 2. Now, guys, you can see that for an equilateral triangle, altitude is also working as a median of a triangle, right? So that means A is also working as an altitude as well as median. So BE is equal to, as A is and me a median, then guys, BE should be equal to EC, and both are equal to 1.5. This BD is 2, right? So entire is 3, so half is 1.5. Now try to understand, DC is already, I can write as a EC as a ED plus DC. EC is 1.5, ED is, I don't know, DC is 1. So ED is how much? 0.5 or half. So for triangle AED, you can see that this is a 90-degree triangle, so we can use the Pythagoras theorem. So AE square plus ED square equal to AD square. A is how much? We have already figured it out. AE value initially, the height of the equilateral triangle, that was 3 root 3 by 2. So 3 root 3 by 2 whole square plus ED is how much? We have half square equal to AD square. So AD square is equal to 3 root 3 square is 27 by 4 and half square is 1 by 4. So once you solve it is 28 by 4, which is nothing but 7. So from here, we are getting that AD square is equal to 7. Then AD is coming how much? Root 7. So we have to figure out the value of the AD, which is coming how much? Root 7. So option number A is the answer. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022, slot 2. So what they're saying here, Manu earns 4,000 per month and wants to save an average of 550 per month in a year. In the first 9 months, his monthly expenses was 3,500, and he foresees that 10th month onwards, his monthly expenses increases to 3,700. In order to meet his yearly saving targets, his monthly earning in rupees from 10th month onwards should be how much? So guys, how much average he wants to, he wants to save, that is 550 in a month, right? So in 12 months, he wants to save how much, guys? 550 into 12. That will come as 6,600 once you solve it, right? So this much amount he wants to, save. Okay. His monthly income is 4,000, guys, up to 9 months. And up to 9 months, his expenses was 3,500 monthly. So in each month, up to 9 months, each month he is saving 500 rupees because 4,000 was his monthly income and 3,500 was his expenses, right? So in each month he is saving 500. Then in 9 months, he's going to save how much total? 500 into 9, that is 4,500. This much he is going to save in the first 9 months, but he has to save how much total? 6,600. So how much remained, guys? That is 2,100 he has to save in the next 3 months. 10th month, 11th month, and 12th month. Now, in the next 3 months, from the 10th month, his expenses is 3,700, right? Fine. So that means if his monthly income is, if I assume that his monthly income is 4,000 for the next 3 months, right? Then he is going to save how much, guys? 4,000 minus 3,700. That means 300 each month. Then in 3 months, he is going to save 900. But he has to save 2,100 in the next 3 months. So how much remained? That is 1600 remained. So in this 1600 which is left, he has to save in these last 3 months. That means if I'm dividing 1600 equally in 3 months, sorry, not 1600, it is coming 1200, right? Not 1600, it is coming 1200. So if I'm going to divide 1200 equally in 3 months, that is 400 he has to save extra in each month. That means his monthly income from the 10th month should be 4000 plus 400 extra. That means 4400. So his answer is option number C. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2 paper. So what they're saying that two ships meet mid-ocean and then one ship goes south and the other ship is going towards west. Both traveling at the constant speed. If the 2 hours later they are 60 km apart, if the speed of the one ship is 6 km per hour more than the other one, then the speed in kilometer per hour of the slower ship. So guys, we're going to solve this question using, a diagram. Let's say this is the O point. Here both the ships are meeting, right? One is going to the west direction, ship 1, let's say, and the other is going to ship 2 is going to this direction. If I assume that the speed of the ship 1 is v1 and the speed of the speed 2 of the ship 2 is v2. So as guys, they are going in west direction and south direction. Their resultants, after that, 2 hours, their distance between them is 60 kilometers, So you can see that after 2 kilometers, let's say ship one is here at this junction, right? Ship 1 is here and the ship 2 is here. And the distance between them is 60 kilometers. So this distance they have covered in 2 hours. So guys, as one ship is going on the west direction, another is going on the south direction. So the net speed towards this line, if I'm giving it name as a A point and B point, will be under root V square plus V2 square. This is the resultant vector question, you can say that, right? So this is going to be happen in this direction, right? Under root V square plus V2 square. This is the resultant speed of these two ships. Now guys, we know that after 2 hours, they have covered the distance of 60 kilometers. So then distance is equal to speed into time. Resultant speed is under root V square plus V2 square into time taking is 2 hours and the distance covered is how much? 60. So I'm getting that under root V1 square plus V2 square equal to how much? 30. So V1 square plus V2 square equal to 900. So this is the one equation. If I assume that guys, V1 is lesser than V2. This is a slower speed is V1 and this higher speed is V2 and V2 is given how much guys? V1 plus 6 it is given. So rather than solving this equation guys, use the options itself. So if I'm saying that, guys, if I'm checking the option one by one, so if I'm assuming that the, smaller speed is 24, then that means V1 is 24 and V2 will be 30. And if I'm putting here 30 square is 900 and their sum is equal to 900, so it is not possible itself. This is out, right? This cannot be my answer. Now, if I'm checking the 12, V1 is 12 and V2 will be 18, right? 12 square is 144. If I'm taking 18 in place of 18, if I'm taking 20 itself, 20 square is 400. Their sum is how much? 544, which is far lesser than 900. So this cannot be my answer. Now check for the 18. If V1 is 18, V2 will be 24, right? Now 24 square is how much? 16, 96, 8, 4, 576. And 18 square will be how much? 324. So 576 plus 324 will be how much? 900. Is satisfying? So my answer is option number C. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 second slot. What they're saying that there are two containers of the same volume. First containing the half filled sugar syrup and the second container containing half filled with the milk. Half of the content of the first container is transferred to the second container, and then half of this mixture is transferred back to the first container. Next, half the content of the first container is transferred back to the second container. So guys, what is basically they're saying there are two containers of the same volume, container 1 and container 2 of the same volume. First is containing only the sugar syrup and the second is containing the milk only, right? So I'm here taking sugar syrup and milk as well. So guys, there are multiple half is going to be transferred from first container to second, and then second container half is transferred to the first, and then again first half is transferred to the second. So there are three times of half is given. So these are the fractional values. So the best way to deal with this question is that I'm assuming that initially the first container is containing 8 liter of the sugar syrup and 0 liter of the milk. Similarly, second container is containing 8 liter of the milk and 0 liter of sugar syrup. Now what they're saying guys, half the content of the first container is transferred to the second container. So half of the sugar syrup is transferred here. So half of the 8 is 4. So remaining is 4 here. 4 is coming here for the sugar syrup. The next step, what they're saying that half of this mixture is transferred back to the first container. That is half of this mixture. 4 half is 2, remaining is 2, 8 half is 4. So 2 of the sugar syrup is going to be transferred here. So initially it was 4, so now it became 6, and here it is 4. Now the third step, what they're saying, half of the container of the first container is transferred back to the second container. So it is 6. So half of it, that means 3 is remained. 3 of the sugar syrup is coming here. So initially it was 2, now it has been 5. Half of the milk, that is 4. No, half of the 4 is 2. So remaining is 2 and 2 is coming here. Initially it was 4. So now it became 6. Now they're asking ratio of the sugar syrup to the milk in the second container. So sugar syrup is 5 and milk is 6. So the ratio is 5:6. Answer is option number B. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you very much. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022, slot 2. So what they're saying, consider the arithmetic progression 3, 7, 11 and so on. Let an denote the sum of the first n terms of this progression. That means an is going to be represent the summation of the number of terms. So if a1 is the sum of the one term, a2 will be the sum of the first two terms and so on. Then we have to find out the value of this one, 1 by 25, n varying from 1 to 25, an. Now guys, a1 will be how much? This is 3. a2 will be how much? 3 plus 7, that is 10. a3 will be how much guys? 3 plus 7 plus 11, that is 21. a4 will be how much? 3 plus 7 plus 11 plus 15, because there is a difference of 4. So it is how much? 36 and so on. So guys, here the differences is 7, 11, 15 and so on. So these are in a AP. So guys, whenever the differences of the term is in a AP, then the general term will be written, most of the time can be written in the format of the some square, right? So guys, if I analyze it carefully, then what I can say that 3 I can write like this way, 2 into 1 square plus 1. 10 I can write like, say guys, 2 into 2 square plus 2. 21 I can write as a 2 into 3 square plus 3. 36 I can write as a 2 into 4 square plus 4 and so on. So the general term I can write as a 2 into n square plus n. So in the n, the general term is this thing. And the summation is going from n equal to 1 to 25. 1 by 25 we have to find out. In the next step, what I can say that n equal to 1 to 25, 2 times n square, summation 1 to 25 n, right? This is nothing but the general formula. 1 by 25 is going outside, is going with this. This is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6, right? And this is n into n plus n into n minus 1 by 2. So in the next step, it is 1 by 25. This is 3. So just place the n with the 25. 25 into 26 into 51 upon 3 plus this will be n into n plus 1 by 2, not minus. It is n into n plus 1 by 2. Right? So it is 25 into 26 by 2. Just we have to solve this equation. Let me remove this thing so that I can get some space for me. Is 25 into 26 into 17. 25 into 13. Take out 25 common. 25 and 25 cancel, just solve it. 7 6 is 42, 4. 14 and 4 is 18. 6 2. 442 plus 13. So it is coming how much? 445. The correct answer is 445. Option number C is the correct answer. I hope so that it is clear. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2. What they're saying, let fx be the quadratic polynomial in x such that fx is greater than or equal to 0 for all real numbers x. If f2 is 0, then f4 is 6, then we have to find out the f minus 2. So this question is, based on the quadratic equations. So let me draw, rough diagram for this one. So they're saying that this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. This quadratic equation is, greater than or equal to 0. That means, for this one, d is equal to 0. That means x-axis is going to be tangent to this quadratic equation, right? So guys, it will be look like this one, somewhere like this, right? At the 2, this is a root because its value is at 0, no? Is 0, coming 0. Fine. Now guys, we know that, it is going to be symmetric with respect to its root, like this. Whatever the value on the right hand side, it will be on the left hand side, symmetric to this line. So guys, it is given that when the x is 4, the value of fx is 6. 4 is how much unit far from the 2? It is 2 unit far, right? So the same value of this polynomial having from the 2 on the left hand side and the 2 units from the left hand side. 2 units from the left hand side from the 2 is 0. So at the 0, the parabola value will be 6. Right. As the root is 2, so the general equation of parabola I can write as a into x minus 2 into x minus 2 because both the roots are same. Now, when x is 0, the fx value will be 6. So I'm going to replace here 6 and put In the place of x, I am putting 0. So from here, I am getting the x value, a value is a 6 by 4. So the general equation of fx is how much coming? 6 by 4, x minus 2 into x minus 2. Now we have to find out the value of f minus 2. So f minus 2 will be coming how much? 6 by 4 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2. It will be 6 by 4 into 16, which is nothing but 24. So the correct answer is option number C. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2. So are they saying that there are 5 students including Amit appears for an examination in which the possible marks are integral value from 0 to 50, both inclusive. The average marks of all the 5 students is 38 and exactly 3 students got more marks than 32. If no 2 students got the same marks and the Amit got the least marks among the 5 students, then the difference between the highest and the lowest possible marks of Amit. So guys, there are 5 students. I am marking here 5 dashes here. So this is, let's say, Amit, because the minimum marks Amit got. And in this, from left to right, marks are increasing, right? Now guys, first I am going to calculate what is the minimum possible marks I can give to the Amit. As the average of all the scores of these 5 students, 38, that means, I can say that all the students are getting 38. Imaginary conditions I am assuming, right? Right. As I'm looking for that ki Amit should get the as lowest as marks possible, that means I should have to allot, you know, other fours as maximum as marks possible so that, and also keep in condition that their average should be 38. So let's say what I'm going to do here, the maximum marks I can give this person as a 50, then 49, then 48, because, the maximum marks we can give is the 50 and no 2 students have the same marks. So guys, this 50 is how much more than 38? It is 12 more. So we have 12 marks extra here. This is 11 more and this is 10 more. So that means how much extra marks I have? 33 marks I have extra, right? Now this is given that guys, 3 students only got the more than 32. So these 3 students got more than 32. And the condition is that, I'm trying to give as much as minimum number of marks to the Amit. So what is the maximum marks I can give to this student? I can give as a 32, which is how much lesser than 38 guys? 6 marks lesser. So net how much we have total? This is 33 minus 6. There's 27 marks extra I have. Now guys, Amit should get 38, right? Fine, on average. We have extra marks is 27. Then if I give Amit 11 marks, then Amit will get 38 overall. So the minimum marks Amit can get is how much? 38 is 11. Lowest marks. Now I will talk about the highest marks. How we can give the highest marks to the Amit. Now guys, try to understand if I am my goal is to give maximum marks as possible to the Amit. That means I should have to give as minimum as marks to these other students, right? Now think about like this way. Try to understand it. These 3 students should get more than 32 marks, and this student and this student should get, as 32 or less than 32. So the maximum marks I can give Amit as a 31, so that I can give this student 32, right? So guys, it is how much lesser than 38? It is 7 lesser than 38 and this is 6 lesser than 38. That means we have 13 marks less. Rest, these 13 marks I should have to adjust here. So I can easily adjust here. Let's say this third student got the 38 marks. Fourth student is, let's say, getting 43 marks. And the fifth student is getting, how much? 45 marks. So these 13 students are, going to, adjust here. You can see that here 0 marks extra. Here we have 5 marks extra. And here we have You can see that you have to take it 46 here, not 45. And here we have 8 marks extra, right? So 13 marks are extra, which is going to be adjusted here. So the maximum marks then Amit can get is how much? 31. So the difference is how much? 31 minus 11 is how much? 20. So my correct answer is option number A. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022, slot 2. This question belongs to the time and work chapter. What they're saying here, working alone, the time taking by Anu, Tanu and Manu to complete any job are in the ratio 5, 8 and 10. So Anu, Tanu and Manu, they are taking 5, 8 and 10. So if I use the LCM method, it is giving 40 units. So efficiency is 8 here, 5 here, 4 here for the Anu, Tanu and Manu respectively. Now they're saying that guys, they can finish the job in 4 days if they work together for 8 hours per day. So this total work they are completing how much? Anu is doing 8, Tanu is doing 5 and Manu is doing 4. There is 13 plus 4 is 17 units. And they work for 4 days and each day they are working for 8 hours. It's 32 into 17. So it is coming how much? 32 into 17, just solve it. 544 units. Right, it is a total work done. Total work is there. Now they're saying that guys, if Anu and Tanu worked alone for first 6 days and working 6 hours 40 minutes. So guys, 6 hours is as it is, 40 minutes if I convert it to the hour, that is coming how much? 2 by 3. So it is 6 hours plus 2 by 3, that is nothing but 20 by 3 hours. So that work completed by Anu and Tanu in 6 days, working for 6 hours 40 minutes will be how much? 6 into Anu work day, 1 day work is 8, Tanu 1 day work is 5, so 8 plus 5 into how much hours they are working? 20 by 3. It is going to be cancelled out. This is 13 into 40. That is 520 units. So they have to complete 544 units. They have completed 520 units. So remaining is how much? 24 units. And in the question, they are asking that Manu will take how much time to complete the remaining job. So guys, Manu 1 day, 1 hour work is how much? 4. They have to come, he has to complete 24 units. So how much hours he will take? 6 hours. So my correct answer is 6. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. What they say. In election, there are 4 candidates and 80% of the registered voters casted their votes. So if I assume that the total voters are 100, the population who have casted votes will be 80, right? One of the candidates received 30% of the casted votes. So let's say there are 4 candidates A, B, C, and D. First one got 80%, sorry, 30%, right? Of 80 votes, right? And the rest 3, the ratio of the votes received is 1:2:3. So guys, try to understand this 80 is the total number of the vote casted vote. It's 30% is received by A. So the rest 70% will be received by B, C, D. So guys, B is getting how much percentage guys? 1 out of 6 into 70. That is 6 1 is 6. 11.6% approximately, right? This is for the B. C will get how much guys? 2 upon 6 into 70. That is 70 by 3. 3 2 is 6. 3 3 is 9. 23.3%. If I talk about the D, D will get how much guys? 3 upon 6 into 70. That is 35%. So it is B is getting approximately 11.6%, C is getting 23.3%, and D is getting 35%. Now, guys, try to understand what they're saying. If the winner of the election received the 2512 votes more than the candidates who received the second highest vote. So, guys, winner out of these four is definitely D, and the second highest is A. So their difference is how much, guys? 5%. 5% of 80 votes is representing how much? 2512. We have to find out that number of the registered voters. So registered voters is 100. So, it's very easy now. So 4 units is representing 2512, then 100 unit will represent how much? You have to just find out this thing. So once you solve it, it is coming how much, guys? 62800. So answer is option A. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. This question came in CAT 2022 slot 2 paper. What they are saying is Mr. Pinto invests 1/5 of his capital at 6%, 1/3 at the 10%, and remaining at the 1%, each rate being simple interest per annum. Then the minimum number of the years required for the cumulative interest income from investment to equal or exceed his initial capital. So let's say, guys, here the ratio is 1/5, 1/3, right? So let's say I'm assuming that the initial capital or principal was 15 rupees, right? Now, guys, part 1 is how much? 1/5. 1/5 of 15 is how much? 3. Part 2 is 1/3. 1/3 of 15 is 5. So part 3 will be how much, guys? 3 plus 5 is 8. So remaining is 7. Here the interest rate is how much? 6%. Here the interest rate is how much? 10%. And here it is 1%. Again, then guys, simple interest will be how much, guys? P1 into rate is 6. Let's say time period is T by 100. Here, or once I solve it, it is coming 3 into 6 into T by 100. Here the simple interest will be how much, guys? P2 into 5 into, sorry, 5. P2 into rate is 10%, time period is T upon 100. P2 is 5 years, so it will be 50 T by 100. Here it is 18 T by 100. Right, this is simple interest 2. Simple interest 3 will be P3 into 1% into time period is T upon 100. This is 7 into 1 upon T by 100, which is giving you 70 by 100. So cumulative interest will be how much? That is 18T by 100 plus 50T by 100 plus 70 by 100. This 68 plus 7 is 75T by 100. And this should be greater than, guys, our 15, greater than or equal to 15. So this will be 5, this will be 20. So T value should be greater than or equal to 20. So the minimum time period for T is how much? 20 years. So this is our answer. I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone. So we are going to discuss this question. In an examination, there are 75 questions. 3 marks were awarded for each correct answer and 1 marks was deducted for each wrong answer and 1 marks was awarded for each unattempted question. So total number of questions are how many? 75. For each correct answer, marks awarded is 3 marks. For wrong answer, it is -1, and for unattempted, it is +1. Ryan scored total score of 97 marks. So scored marks is how much? 97. In the example, if the number of the unattempted question was higher, then the number of the attempted questions. So unattempted questions are higher than attempted questions. It is given that then the maximum number of the correct answer that Ryan could be given in the examination is. So guys, the approach which I am going to use here is that, let's say all the 70 questions are unattempted. In that case, for each attempted, he is getting 1 mark, so he should get 75 marks, right? But originally he is getting 97 marks. That means all the 75 questions are not unattempted. Now understand the concept. If any unattempted question is correct one, that means he, out of the 75 unattempted question, if he is making one of the question as a correct one, he is going to get plus 2 marks extra, right? Because guys, for the unattempted, he is already getting 1 mark. If he is correcting, then he should get 3 marks, but 1 marks already got, so net plus 2 marks will increase. But if he is making any unattempted question is incorrect, then the net change will be minus 2. Why? First, unattempted marks, he was getting 1 marks. As he is making wrong, so this 1 marks has been deducted. Along with that, for the wrong answer, he is getting another minus 1. So net minus 2. Now, I'm making one table here. Unattempted questions, correct one, incorrect. So out of 97 marks, out of 75 questions, so he's getting 75 marks. How much lesser? 22 lesser marks, right? So out of 75, if I'm giving 11 correct questions, and here remaining how much? 64. Incorrect question is 0. Let's say this is the one way to get the 97 marks. Just check it. For 64 unattempted, he will get 64 marks. For 11 correct answer, for each one he is getting 3 marks. So getting is 33 marks. That is 97. Right. Now guys, try to understand. If let's say, if I'm saying that there are 62 marks here, 62 questions unattempted, 12 correct answer and 1 incorrect. So again, the sum is 97. You can check it. For 12 correct, score is 36. For 1 attempted, minus 1, that is 35. And for 62 unattempted, this is 62 marks, that is 97. So plus 2 and minus 2 will going to, adjust here. So every time you should have to subtract 2 questions. One should be adjust here and one should be adjust in the incorrect one. Now they are saying that unattempted number of questions unattempted is more than attempted questions. So 97 half, if I go, it will be equal to approximately 38. That is minimum number of unattempted question will be 38, and the total unattempted question should be how much? 37. Right. So from 62, from 64, if I'm going to 38, that means how much questions you have subtracted here? 26 questions, right? So 26 questions, half will be here and half will be here. So that means 13 questions will be added here. That means 24 questions are here and 13 questions are here. Still the score is how much? 97. So the maximum correct answer can be 24. So this is my correct answer, 24. I hope so that it is clear. Thank you.